Donald Trump does not believe in science, but he does believe in Scientology, its tactics, truth-twisting, and totalitarianism, if not its tenets. He cavorts regularly with its followers and sympathizers, utilizes the same fundraising scheme, and made one of his Blue Moon charitable donations to the ultra-controversial Church of Scientology. The church is flush with cash and not above pursuing its goals by whatever means necessary, including cozying up to politicians. A source with intimate knowledge of how the church operates told us that a Scientology Trump liaison is entirely plausible. The source said Trump likes people who praise him, no matter who they are or what they represent. That makes sense in light of Trump's failure to repudiate Stormfront, the American Nazi Party, the Ku Klux Klan, and other hate groups. Another insider declared Scientologists overwhelmingly vote as a bloc. Both sources said there is a pre-election understanding among Scientologists as to which candidate should command their support. In light of revelations about his stinginess, Trump has stopped talking publicly about his barely existent charitable endeavors. Since 2001, the Trump Foundation's tax returns contain a single donation that is identifiable with a 9/11 charity. In 2006, Trump gave $1,000 to a controversial Scientology program that administered medically questionable treatment to firemen who inhaled toxins while working on the World Trade Center rubble. There are other links. Stephen Mushan, finance director for Trump's presidential campaign, owns Dune Entertainment. That company merged with Rat Pack Entertainment, which is rife with Scientology connections. Trump's evolving scandal over a $25,000 check he gave to Florida Attorney General Pam Bondi while her office received complaints about Trump University underscores his ties to the cult. Bondi's Scientology-sponsored fundraiser at downtown Clearwater's Fort Harrison Hotel on October 1st was not the first time she accepted charity from church members. Her ties to Scientology go back at least as far as 2010, and a Scientology-sponsored fundraiser took place at the Fort Harrison during her 2014 re-election campaign. Bondi's rationale for taking contributions from the controversial group? Both parties have a common interest in cracking down on human trafficking, she explained to the news media. The Church of Scientology has been investigated by the FBI for mental and physical abuse of its members, including minors, and whether it constituted human trafficking. No charges were filed. Trump's allure, like the Scientology cult, is not in the logic of his beliefs, but in his ability to control behavior. There is no denying the parallels between Trump and L. Ron Hubbard, the founder of the Church of Scientology. The recruitment tools and pyramiding financial commitment deployed by Trump University replicates the template used by the Church of Scientology. And like Trump, the Church of Scientology has a reputation for being thin-skinned and retaliatory. The cyber attack on Wikipedia is a case in point. The world's go-to reference source took the unusual step of prohibiting edits from any web address associated with the Church of Scientology. What would Scientology gain from a Trump presidency? Plenty. Trump has enthusiastically supported limiting freedom of the press. Nothing would please the Church of Scientology more. The mainstream media's allegations of Scientology's checkered history, abusive practices, and demands from its adherents is well chronicled. Expanding paths to litigation would take some of the heat off the Church and bolster its treasury. Trump, an unabashed admirer of Vladimir Putin's authoritarianism, has declared he will facilitate the Russians' goals, terming NATO obsolete and cutting back the U.S. commitment, encouraging the Russian hacking of U.S. government agencies, endorsing Russia's annexation of Crimea, and threatening to pull the plug on our alliance with Japan. Putin's payback would not compromise any of his aggressive foreign policy goals. Russia has been tough on Scientology, and unlike the U.S., does not recognize it as a religion. The Russian president could lift Moscow's ban on the Church of Scientology and rein in Russian law enforcement authorities who have been conducting raids on the church. Russia's 143 million citizens, especially its growing number of celebrity Trumpian oligarchs, represent a fertile recruitment base. There's no doubt if Trump is elected president, the Church of Scientology will have its man in the White House.